जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्चित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। ज्ञानविनिश्चित भक्तिसमाश्रित योगनियन्त्रित कर्मनिदर्शन जीवशिवार्चन तत्परहृदयं भावयतं गुरुदेवमतन्द्रम्। My Sastang pranams to most revered Mataji and respected sisters and all the dear devotees. It is with a deep joy and gratitude that we gather here to celebrate Platinum Jubilee of Ramakrishna Sharada Mission, Matri Bhavan. 75 years of glorious service, inspired by the ideal Shivajnani Jeev Seva, serving God in every being. Matri Bhavan is not simple hospital, it is a temple of selfless service. Today I just want to elaborate a little small ideas about Karma Yoga, Seva Yoga. They started and by Swamiji himself, and then which we are following in both Ramakrishna Mission and Ramakrishna Sharada Mission. When what is the cause? When Swamiji wandered all over India as Parivrajak, he witnessed the first hand the intense suffering of women and masses, especially some incident that occurred in Almora when he was doing tapasya in Almora. It gave him a deep wound. He got a telegram from the home saying that his sister committed suicide. Just it is imagine that the telegram has followed him to Himalayas, and he was meditating in a cave. There also he could reach this sad news. That gave him, it was an eye-opener. He was given a shock actually. He could understand what is the plight of the women of India. And I think he didn't cry for his own sister. His heart wept for the entire womanhood of the country. In the medieval periods, as you know, we were all going through such a terrible time. So Swamiji must have felt deeply for the women and the oppressed masses of the country. He wanted to mobilize the force that we are having from the eternal time, that is the collective power of the saints or sadhus of India. And so he had his own plans, and then he had this conviction: there is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of women is improved. And it is not possible for the bird to fly in with only one wing. And then his conviction in Mother was so solid. Mother is born here to revive that Shakti in India, and making her nucleus. Once more will Gorgis and Maitreys will be born into this world. Without the grace of Shakti, nothing can be done. My first endeavor, therefore, is to build Mother's Mutt. It's surprising that Swamiji had this thought uppermost in his mind when he went to foreign also, when he was writing the letter from the border of Canada, where he was passing near Niagara Falls, where the temperature goes below 0 degree. He writes, in this cold weather, I am working so hard so that I can have some place for mother and mother's daughters. Mother and mother's daughters first, and father's sons next. Though that was Swamiji's plan. Of course, it could not be materialized because of the social condition also. Not only that some of the Guru Bhais pointed out that we should not bring the mother to the center now, just now, because that may cause her early death, passing away. So that Swamiji had to restrain for some time. But then his ideas and his dream was fully realized later on. His disciples carried this torch forward, and by the infinite grace of Holy Trio, Sri Sharada Math and Ramakrishna Sharada Mission came into being, and the institutions dedicated to revive this Shakti and expressing Swamiji's vision for women's empowerment. Swamiji gave us a new mantra, a spiritual direction of service, that is Seva Darsha. This can be contained in Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. Also, Atmano Mokshatvam Jagadhitaya Cha. Calling this path of service, he said, this is royal path I have opened for you and for the liberation in this Kali Yuga. He proclaimed that he has inaugurated this royal path and invited all the sincere aspirants to walk on this one. He asked us, here all of you, worship the living God instead of the dead. Come and help in the turning the mighty wheel of the new age. We are the servants of Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna, his children, assisting him in his divine play, may have this faith, form, and then enter this field of action. This royal road that Swamiji described is nothing but this Seva Yoga, a harmonious blending of Jnana, Bhakti, and Karma. Sri Ramakrishna often said that in this age, the path is Naradiya Bhakti, where the Jnana Mishrita Bhakti, we say, the devotion mixed with the knowledge. Swamiji further expanded it into practical contemporary spiritual discipline, yoga, where knowledge, devotion, and service, all of them meet. And we sing for Swamiji, Jnana Bhakti Karma Trishula Dharana, this one. He holds a trident in which Jnana, Bhakti, and Karma, all the three, form the three sticks. This Yugopayogi Dharma, that's suited for this age, that is started by Swamiji himself. And then the definition for this one actually comes from Sri Krishna, and some of the disciplines that we follow are all there in Bhagavad Gita. For example, the finest definition is Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. That is, when you do this work, you do it diligently. Then another thing that Krishna always has given us, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. When he says, when he says that you have to devote all the karma phala to me, this is bhakti mixed with karma. And then another, this one is karmanye vadikaraste ma phalechu kadachana. When he says it is jnana mixed with karma. Actually, they say every action creates a karma phala. But how the Jnanis they manage, when the karma phala comes back as a ripple, when you imagine that if there is a stone falling on the water lake, you will see the ripples forming, and the ripples again dash, and then they come back as a secondary ripples. This is what we call karma phala. It's always evident, and it will come. But Jnani avoids this karma phala because there is no receiver. His ego, he is disappeared. Then with the help of his knowledge, with the help of discrimination, he puts there is nobody to receive this karma phala. But whereas a bhakta, a devotee, he just leans on the God. Actually, he takes the God itself as cushion. So his misery will be minimized by doing so. So here, Swamiji says, this is a Seva Yoga where you are having all karma mixed with bhakti and jnana. The discrimination also should be there. When we should detach ourselves from the intense karma, that should be there. And how to focus in the work should be there. And then we should not be ma phaleshu kadachana. We should never be interested in the karma phala. This should be there. So these are the three main disciplines that is there in the Seva Yoga. And now I just want to take a few examples from Bhaktiprana Mataji's life, how she, as an early pioneer of Ramakrishna Sharda Mission, how she actually faced so many difficulties, but then how nicely she has showed in her life. First of all, we have never seen her asking for any recognition. She was always a silent worker. Perfect work, but always silent and never claiming any type of recognition. And in her view, in her eyes, all the patients she treated as mother. They are replicas or representation of Holy Mother. She taught even the brahmacharinis and the other sannyasinis to call them as mother, ma, and never in any other way, and in a respectful way. So whatever they do, she said, we must be always respectful and call them mother only. And then their needs, always she kept first. She never took a morsel of food till the patients are fed. And she personally went to patient to find out what is their difficulties. Just by seeing, she was able to understand what may be their health condition, what may be their struggle. And then another thing we noticed, when many times it so happened that people used to leave when they want to abandon some children or some orphan children. They will put them on the steps of Matri-Bhavan and disappear. So Mataji used to take them in and look after. In one such case, it so happened this girl, after she gave all the training and looked after her, fed her, and she got the job also. After that, she behaved very badly with Mataji. Maybe she wanted to go out in the world, and so used all sorts of abusive words to Bhaktipranaji. She kept quiet, and others were also angry. What is this, Mataji? She has said so many things and you are not even reacting. And there was no resentment in our Mataji. She simply kept quiet. And then she said, whatever she is having, she is giving. Whatever we are having, we must give. That was her answer. That was the only answer she gave. So another time, we saw how completely she can surrender herself to Holy Mother. This incident just now Mataji said, a baby was stolen from Matri-Bhavan. Then Mataji just left her. She didn't even drink a drop of water or food for, I think, for 1 or 2 or 3 days maybe, sitting quietly in front of Mother and praying all the time. And you can't imagine, the whole thing occurred so miraculously that the baby was returned. And nobody expected it, that because at the same time, a racket was going on and about 25 children were stolen from different hospitals in the Calcutta that time. But this was the only baby who returned properly. So that was really a miracle. And Mataji always depended on Holy Mother for that. She never got excited. She never showed any type of tension or anything. She was always calm and quiet. And whenever I saw that, whenever she had to do any duty, even in the mud, she will quietly take whatever the others don't want to take, such things. Just like we were having temple opening ceremony, and everybody was busy with our President Maharaj, Vireshwanath Maharaj himself came for opening time. And everyone was busy with that, and everyone wanted to listen to him. And many of them were in temple only. But Mataji quietly went to gate because she has to look after the devotees who are coming and going. So that was Bhaktiprana Mataji, who always remained silently and was a real karma yogi. So the yoga karma sukha kaushalam that she demonstrated, all these qualities of what a karma yogi should be. And she is a real inspiration for all of us. So amidst all these things, what we can do is we can only pray to Holy Mother that she may guide us so that we can also mold our life according to her, what we are seeing in front of us. May this Platinum Jubilee not only honor their legacy, but also renew our resolve to continue this noble work with the same zeal, purity, and faith. May the blessings of Holy Trio guide us always. May we see God in all beings and carry forward this noble legacy of Shiva Jnane Jiv Seva. This is the Mahamantra given by Swamiji, Atmanam Mokshartam Jagat Hitaya. When we say any mantra, there is always a Rishi. Rishi is Swamiji himself. Devata is Sri Ramakrishna. And for his Prityate, it is, the Vinyoga is done. So this is the Mahamantra of this age, and this is what Swamiji called Seva, Karma Yoga or Seva Yoga. So with this, with praying for the blessings of Holy Mother, so that Mother may lead us properly, I come to close, and with my Sashtang pranams to President Mataji and all the Matajis once again. Thank you.